Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. The first thing I would like to say is expressing unsatisfaction does not make you bitter, it doesn't make you a hater, and it doesn't mean you've turned on the project. Now, we've all seen what's been happening in the space, the Ecomi space recently, where it's been alleged that, some moderators and, people, some influencers have allegedly received free Veve NFTs as compensation for what they've been doing for the Ecomi team, etc. And obviously, Cavell Anderson has expressed and exposed some of this that has been going on behind the scenes, right? And himself has expressed his dissatisfaction of what's actually taking place and made a valid point. Well, where's my free Veve NFTs? Where's my compensation for all that I've been doing? And a lot of people have, mistaken these updates, as him being bitter or him being, quote unquote, jealous by what's actually been happening. And the fact that he's updating shouldn't be done. It's harming the community, many of you say. Well, I firstly would like to start off by saying, back when I've been updating from last year, there's a few people that I remember that were updating pretty much the same time as me and have been updating Veve since that time. Cavell Anderson is actually one of those people that have been with this community from day one, and you have to give him credit because he's been exclusively updating on Veve and Ecomi, whereas people like myself, well diversified update on many projects, obviously Ecomi being one of those key gems, which is why even when a lot of these people received the Veve plaque, the Veve team didn't reach out to me, they didn't offer me a plaque, etc., which is understandable because I update on many different things on my channel, right? So let me just continue. So highlighting these kind of flaws, and we're going to get into what the actual issue is here, right? Just to make it clear for all of you watching what the actual issue is. Now, highlighting flaws, highlighting these the current model that the Veve team have when it comes to compensating moderators and influencers. By highlighting these flaws, it can hopefully lead to improvements, right? And what you guys have to understand is, singling out and handpicking influencers to compensate for spreading awareness about Veve is a flawed model. It's absolutely flawed, and it leads to situations like what we have now with people being feeling like, what about me? I've been updating on Veve from day one exclusively to, for Veve and Ecomi. Where's my compensation? Where's my free Veve NFTs? Why wasn't I contacted, right? And this is what that model does, right? When you're cherry picking, hand picking people to allegedly give this compensation package to, it does lead to the situation that we have at the moment, right? And by highlighting this, we can hopefully change the scenario, right? So this is what I believe should happen, right? There should be an application process in which people sign up and are compensated based on their merits. Now, of course, there'll be different tiers. In my format, there'll be influencers. Then there will be, even people like you guys that are watching this and are just stakeholders in the project and just buy Veve NFTs. Well, guess what? You should be compensated too. And this could be an affiliate, comp package where you receive discounts for inviting a friend, or you may, who knows, may get exclusive access to certain drops based on the amount of people that you refer to the ecosystem, right? So it shouldn't just be, this group gets compensation, that group gets compensation, because here's the truth, right? Here's the reality. Without people like myself, without people like Cavell Anderson, without many of you guys, there's names I've obviously left out, but people that I've seen from the start, without these guys, let's be honest, would there be channels to moderate? Would there be an ecosystem as strong as it is without these influencers. So why should the moderators be compensated, and and other influencers cherry picked, and not these influencers that have been spreading awareness about the project and boosting morale even during these dark and turbulent times? So it should be a process that is that everybody should get their fair share of that compensation package, or just scrap it all together, right? But the cherry picking, hand selecting people, it obviously just doesn't work out. And as I said before, many of the people that are receiving these under the table incentives, although the VV team may have disclosed this, who knows? But the point is, the people that are receiving this compensation should disclose this to their audience, to be fully transparent and let everybody know, at the end of the day, I'm incentivized to update. Many of us, there is no real incentive to update on VV. I do it because I believe this is a project that makes sense for the long term. And for me personally, who cares, right? We're going to make more money on Omi VV NFTs themselves than any compensation could ever happen. But with that being said, imagine if you receive a Todd or you receive an ultra rare Spider-Man. Well, then you're looking at some serious ROI, right? So I believe all of us should receive access to that, including you as a viewer, because you ultimately are the foundation of this project. But I hope that makes it clear to a lot of you guys that, in fact, highlighting and exposing these kind of situations and expressing one's unsatisfaction should not be deemed as bitter or being a hater or destroying the project, but in fact improves the overall ecosystem, improves the overall model moving forward. And I'm calling the VV team and anybody that has influence to make change in the organization itself, maybe push this up the agenda on how we actually compensate people going forward, right? We should have a simple process. You apply, you become an influencer, or an affiliate, and you'll be compensated via this model. It shouldn't be in the shadows, etc. But anyway, guys, that's it for now. Just had to express that. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, click the bell notification icon so you can stay up to date with all my recent videos. Remember, guys, nothing that you see in this video is financial advice. So always make sure to do your own independent research. With that being said, pause the video, click the link in my description, and join the Telegram group so you can stay up to date with all my recent updates, news updates, technical updates, and much, much more. Guys, to the moon and beyond, regardless of, what's actually happening. The overall fundamentals of the projects haven't changed. So largely, a lot of this is noise. So don't look at updates like this as, oh my god, the project's going to zero now. Completely irrelevant. But things must change. Anyway, with that being said, guys, seize the day.